Electric vehicles have changed how people view performance, efficiency, and even safety. Yet, even with advances in battery technology and driver assistance systems, concerns still emerge, sometimes from unexpected places. That's exactly what's happening with Volvo, a brand long known for its commitment to safety, now facing intense scrutiny after more than 100 owners joined a class action lawsuit involving the all-electric XC40 Recharge. The plaintiffs allege that this compact SUV has a potentially dangerous defect that causes sudden acceleration and unpredictable surging during low-speed driving, especially while shifting gears or using a driving feature called one-pedal drive. While the lawsuit is still unfolding, the accusations are already raising eyebrows and sparking debate within both the EV community and among traditional car owners considering switching to electric. The lawsuit, filed in the United States, centers on lead plaintiff Robert M. Becker. He leased a 2024 Volvo XC40 Recharge and claims he began noticing problems within weeks. According to Becker, the vehicle would unexpectedly surge forward, lurch without warning, or accelerate when it shouldn't, sometimes while maneuvering at low speeds, like in parking lots or residential streets. The most alarming claim is that these incidents seem to be tied to the car's software and control systems. One-pedal drive, which allows the driver to slow down and stop using just the accelerator pedal, is at the heart of many complaints. Drivers using this mode report sudden and unintended movements, leading to legitimate fears of accident or injury. What's especially troubling to many owners is the allegation that Volvo knew about these problems well before the public did. The lawsuit claims that internal data, pre-release testing, dealership service records, and even other consumer complaints pointed to the same set of issues, yet the company failed to disclose the extent of the problem. Volvo has already issued at least 2 recalls related to the XC40 Recharge. One addressed a software flaw that could result in sudden loss of propulsion. The other was aimed at fixing water intrusion in the accelerator pedal sensor harness in 2021 to 2022 models. But plaintiffs argue those recalls were insufficient. They say Volvo took a piecemeal approach, fixing one issue while ignoring others, and in doing so, failed to address the root cause of the sudden acceleration complaints. That's where the legal stakes get even higher. The lawsuit is not just about faulty software or safety concerns. It's also about whether Volvo misled customers, either by downplaying the severity of the issue or by failing to take timely action once the risks became clear. Plaintiffs are now suing under a number of serious allegations: violations of the Consumer Legal Remedies Act, false advertising, fraudulent concealment, and unjust enrichment. They're seeking not just compensation for repairs or loss of vehicle value, but punitive damages and a court-ordered mandate requiring Volvo to fully fix the underlying safety defects. The timing of the lawsuit couldn't be worse for the automaker. Volvo was already under the microscope after a recent advisory from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, which urged drivers to stop using one-pedal drive in various plug-in hybrid and electric Volvo models. The advisory cited safety concerns until a new software update could be rolled out. That warning added fuel to the fire, particularly for XC40 Recharge drivers, who felt they were being ignored or misled. Some are now wondering whether they're driving a vehicle that's truly road safe, or if Volvo's legendary reputation for safety is slipping. Electric vehicle technology is complex, and the learning curve for manufacturers has been steep. Features like regenerative braking, over-the-air software updates, and battery control systems bring countless benefits, but also open the door to new kinds of technical glitches. What makes this case so unique is that it highlights how software can become a source of mechanical failure, causing the car to behave in unpredictable ways even without any physical part being broken. And unlike with internal combustion engine vehicles, software updates aren't just convenience tweaks. they can impact how the entire vehicle behaves under different conditions. Volvo's situation also brings to light the importance of transparency when safety is involved. For decades, the brand has traded on its reputation as a leader in crash testing, structural integrity, and driver protection. The idea that more than 100 of its customers now claim to have experienced unsafe conditions is jarring. That number is particularly significant given that these are electric vehicle owners, an audience typically more tech-savvy, more engaged, and often quicker to report issues compared to traditional drivers. They tend to be early adopters who monitor forums, stay updated on recalls, and are very aware of how their vehicle behaves. The reaction from the EV community has been swift. Online message boards and social media channels dedicated to electric mobility have been flooded with XC40 Recharge owners sharing their own experiences. Some echo the lawsuit's claims, reporting unexpected movements, awkward transitions between gears, or performance quirks tied to one-pedal drive. Others defend the car, saying they've driven it for years with no issues. That division illustrates how complex and inconsistent software-related problems can be. They might affect only certain builds, or become noticeable only under very specific driving conditions. Meanwhile, Volvo has stayed mostly quiet on the matter. The company issued a brief statement reiterating its commitment to safety and promising to review any valid concerns. But critics say that response falls short, especially when customer trust is already on shaky ground. Many are looking for more than just promises. They want meaningful fixes, clear explanations, and a recall effort that leaves no room for ambiguity. For prospective buyers, this situation raises questions beyond just the XC40 Recharge. It challenges the assumption that established automakers are immune to the growing pains of EV development. Tesla has faced similar backlash over software glitches and recalls, as have other legacy brands trying to move fast in a rapidly changing market. But when a company like Volvo, built on a foundation of trust and reliability, faces these types of lawsuits, it sends a strong message to the entire industry. Even brands with the best intentions must back up their innovations with accountability. There's also a broader legal and consumer rights angle to this story. More lawsuits like this may be on the horizon as EVs become more mainstream. Buyers are already skeptical about long-term durability, repair costs, and warranty coverage. Add sudden acceleration or control system flaws to the mix, and the barriers to EV adoption become even higher. Lawsuits like the one against Volvo could either push companies to do better or slow down progress as they retreat from risk. While the lawsuit plays out, XC40 Recharge owners are left with uncertainty. Some have stopped using one-pedal drive entirely. Others are considering selling or trading in their vehicles, fearing depreciation as word spreads. And those who join the lawsuit hope that their action will lead to real change, not just for their own safety, but to set a precedent that all EV manufacturers must follow. Ultimately, what happens next will depend on how Volvo responds. If it doubles down on transparency and moves quickly to address the issues, both publicly and technically, it might still protect its reputation and reassure owners. But if it's slow to act or seen as evasive, it risks eroding decades of goodwill. In the end, the story of the XC40 Recharge is no longer just about one electric SUV. It's about trust, responsibility, and the high-stakes future of driving electric.